story out of it. You get a story out of it. You get a story out of it. You get a story out of it. Hey, welcome to Wild Bill's Garage. Okay, just get a look. Old, ugly, no tits, no thong. That's what you freaking get. Okay, just riding. That's it. The internet. So I'm not going to take the DL650 today because I want to ride the DR. This is my wife's anyways, but I can ride it whenever I want. But I want to test these shingles, and they're getting down there on tire pressure for, excuse me, pre-Dempster riding training. She's going to need some training on. She wants to ride this. So that is a sweet little bike. Made for very short people, but a sweet little bike. No, instead we'll take the DR. And today we're going to look at the Trans-Canada Trail, which is all across Canada. And we have a big chunk of it here in Whitehorse, and it basically starts out my backyard. So, having said that, let's have a look at the Trans-Canada Trail. Oh, I'll bring Drone 13 along today too. Don't expect any panties. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, so the GoPro is going to cooperate this morning. Yeah, I'm a little snarky this morning. Namaste. Okay, I have to admit, you have to use your riding like, because when I was 18, I just jumped on the bike and with my jeans and my running shoes and rode. I don't do that anymore. Look, I got boots, I got padded pants, padded coats, helmets. You know, the microphone has to be set up into the helmet correctly because everything is hundreds of dollars. Got a $3,000 drone strapped on behind me. It takes half an hour minimum to get ready to ride. And then that's okay because now I'm ready to ride. So we're going to look at the Trans-Canada Trail. Just wanted to say that one of the things that I'm having a little less patience with. I would like to just get back on the bike again in my running shoes, but you know, I've seen well, I've seen too much. I've seen my brother with heavy boots on just about break his toe on a boulder off his GSA on a very, very mediocre trail. Where the hell that rock come from? I remember Shaner took a rock off his knee. Oh my God, swelled up like a melon. So that's why all the protective gear. Like I said, I'm just a little snarky this morning. Okay, we're going to leave my house because this is how we get to the Canada Trail. It's just minutes away. And I'm going to film the whole thing and we'll drone a bit of it. And yes, I'll probably speed some of it up because it's a 40-kilometer ride. I live 10 kilometers from town. Town is down that way, down the Alaska Highway. Oh, there's my neighbor Jimmy. Love Jimmy. Oh, he didn't see me. He's out getting his Bobcat ready to work. It's the Bobcat man. So we just have to go through this little bit of pavement. My fuel on? Yep, my fuel's on. I always turn my fuel off at nighttime because I have this huge tank and I don't want it putting pressure on the carburetor. It's double the size of the stock tank pretty much. Beautiful neighborhood. But even in this beautiful neighborhood, those frickin' things are popping up. Look at that. Now I don't... Oh! The city is doing stuff. I don't always ride on this trail anymore. There's too many dogs and bicycles. But this is one way to get to the Canada Trail. Let's get a little air in here. So I have to watch my manners on this trail, and I would normally go by trails north. Anybody who's watched any of my videos might be familiar with the back way through trails north. There's so many ways. It's just basically 2 hour let's see, north, south. It's basically to our west. North, south, west, yes. And there's a little trail here, and it's pretty hard to miss. Just by this telephone pole, I believe. Yeah, which telephone pole? Huh. Maybe I've driven by it already. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Boy, it's hard to easy to miss. We take this little trail. It is a great place to walk your dog or ride your mountain bike, but there's quads and everything down here. And completely legal. We're not illegal on all the trails, but skidooing is huge here in the wintertime, and it runs into the summer. Look how well maintained this is. I don't know who does this, because it ain't me. But look at this beautiful little bridge. Oh, needs a little bit of work. Oh yeah. This will take us up basically to the kind of power line, but it's Trans-Canada Trail, which does go north from here, but evaporates and is chunky, and I can't really, it runs into nothingness. Eventually hit, I think it's the Ibex Valley, but that's a completely different bird. Always watching for traffic. Look left, look right. You never know when a drunk on a quad's gonna come by at 50 kilometers an hour. And this is basically, I don't know if this is labeled as the Trans-Canada Trail, but it's part of the connector to the Trans-Canada Trail. And this is what we ride through to get to the Trans-Canada Trail. At least where the sign says Trans-Canada Trail begins. Hope you're all having a great day. My wife says I'm a grumpy asshole. And she's quite right. I just, I get sick of the longer you live, the more you look around you and the stupidity, you just get sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. The abuse that we pile on this beautiful planet. Now this trail, my wife's been up and down this on her CRF, and these trails are very, you can see you could be riding your GSA, you could be riding your 1090R, you could be riding your XT250. I've taken or your DR650. I've taken the DL650 up and down this trail many times. I had hide nose on it, mind you, but you got to go a lot slower than I'm going now, and I'm not even going fast. As many of you as I used to ride, on the YZ490, it would be taken at a different pace than I'm taking it right now. But with age comes a certain amount of injuries, respect. At least that's what I seem to have acquired anyways, to a degree, for my riding area. I don't want to abuse my riding area. I don't want it taken away. I mean, look at this trail. It just doesn't get any better than this. It's almost like it's groomed. Just a beautiful morning. Supposed to be raining the next couple days. That's fine. Good stuff to do around the house. We're in our 14-day quarantine. I'm on day number 9. I'm allowed to be out and about, but I do not. I gas up at home. I have gas cans. I don't even go to the gas station. And I'm allowed to be out and about, but it has to be done in a particular way, because I'm not going to break those rules. You see, this morning the COVID-19 is actually people are carrying it with them that goes down to the left there, which I won't show you, goes down to the another beautiful little bridge. Great training ground for rookies. Just beautiful. Not a better trail to inspire confidence for the noobs. And if you're on your 1090R and you want to be a dick, this is the place to come and fly. But forewarned, there's many more quad and side-by-side riders than motorcycle riders in this territory. And half the time they're snapped up. Much easier to have 3 beer and smoke cannabis and ride an SUV at extreme speeds than to get on a motorcycle and do the same. Which I don't do. Nada. Now this is what will challenge the rookies. Nothing like a little bit of gravel. If they take the wrong lane or they bounce off a boulder and they hang on too tight, of course, then that's why you have all this protection on and all the protection on your motorcycle. Just look at this. This will be so nice come the fall, which I hope I never see, but I probably will. I shouldn't say that. It's just the colors are amazing in here. You can see all the leaves. It's just starting to green up. Last week of May.
Just getting comfortable with the GoPro. I no longer use the Sena. Okay, now here's where it gets
weird. Oh, see that? I normally can zip right through there. That's not going to happen. Okay, so this, you can see, end of May, Trans-Canada Trail. This is what gets rookies too. You go up too high, and if you're short-legged, you do the chicken scratch and you're over. Never mind rookies, I do it all the time too. Slow, the sign says. Okay, so the Trans-Canada Trail is blocked. So what we'll do is, we'll just go right to Trails North and resume our ride from there. Boy, the GoPro is working good this morning. I got the microphone on my helmet and it's listening to me just so well. I'm at 4,500 as far as light. I'll just take this way back. This is the other way that we come in and out. We were actually north of here when we came onto the trail. This is just a way out. And I've shown this route many times. I've had the drone down here, droned a bit. There used to be a Nissan 4x4 stuck right where that bridge is. And it was stuck there for like 2 years, but the city must have come in. The city does a great job of really looking after the trails here. And they have lots of time this summer because we don't have any tourists coming around. But my wife and I are going to do what we can to keep the economy moving. Oh, it's a little... Oh, it's just, this is getting to be such a great little ride. Look at that! Now that's where you make the noobs happy, right? If you're smart, they ride up on here, not on the gravel, and take the easy way out. That's what I do, which is right here. And that's not always the easy way out when you're new. And we're back on the trail behind the subdivision. Just crazy good riding. Okay, we'll go back to the exit. We'll come out right where we came in, where the city's doing all that work on somebody's yard, and we'll head over to Trails North. GoPro stop recording. Well, what we do here locally is we just exited. This is Trails North. It's a little local spot that you know, hanging in there, but like many businesses right now, they're certainly not rocking and rolling. Off sales keep them going, obviously, and they make good meals to go. We'll be doing Faro in a month or so. I mean, me and the wife will take the bikes to Faro because we can get a guest house in Faro and not even see the owner. It's just fantastic. You just do everything by credit card. The doors are never locked. The bacon, eggs, and sausage, and cookies, and popcorn, and coffee is in the huge house. There's 6 rooms, giant kitchen, 4 bathrooms. And you don't even have to see anybody. It's just amazing. Then we'll ride around Faro. Not going to go to the mine because the mine's going to be completely restricted. So now we're on Trans-Canada Trail. I don't know if the camera picked up that little sign, but the city's got little signs, little yellow signs with arrows left to sharp corners. Quite often they let you know there's a sharp corner coming up. It's just amazing. Amazing. It's mostly for the motorcycles, quads, but the skidoers, you know, you can imagine in the wintertime here when you got 2 feet of snow, you can just fly down here. So they want them to not kill each other. Okay, let's just take a little ride here, and this will take us over to the next section of the Trans-Canada Trail. It's pretty hard to do in one section. From here on in, you pretty much can't. From here on in, the only road you're going to see, I believe, is on Mount Sema, our only ski resort. I love this trail. I've been on it many times, and I could ride it every day. This is Zen. This is motorcycle Zen. And I've seen how many human beings now. Let me hold up my hands and count. Oh, I'm not holding up my hands and counting because I've seen no one.
Let's take this way today.
40 years ago when I lived up here for round 1, I used to drink and drive on these trails. Yes, I used to drink and drive. And I apologize for that because I probably never should have. And it's amazing I didn't kill anybody, including myself. And again, you know, like as you see many people there, oh, I don't care if COVID-19 kills me. It's not about killing yourself. That's the same as drinking and driving. It's not about you dying behind the wheel. It's it's the children, the grandparents, the parents, it's friends, people that you kill. You know, and I just saw it on the news last night. People with the COVID, they're out and partying, saying, "Oh, I don't care if God wants to take me. He's going to take me. It's okay." It's not about you, you dipshit. It's about how many people you're infecting and killing. Okay? Did you want to die? Just go die. Go somewhere and die. I'm fine with that. Christ, I'll run over with you with the truck if that's what you really want. But that's not what it's about. What it's about is looking after others. It doesn't mean you have to change their diaper. It just means you got to give people a little space and a little respect. We're horribly lacking that in society right now. Perhaps we always have been, one might say. If you do any reading of history. Okay, now you can see that yellow sign? They want you to go left. That's the Trans-Canada Trail. Isn't that nice? Somebody come up here. Oh, there's the sign saying we have wolves frequenting the area. Oh my God. We're not going to see them though. There could be a wolf in the bush right now looking at us. They are so sneaky, so quiet. And these aren't the true Arctic wolf. We have pretty big wolves around here. Lots of cats and small dogs and dog food left out in the back porch. Lots of things for wolves to eat here. You can do that power line, but it's pretty gnarly. I'm not going to do that today. Trans-Canada Trail continues. I've only ever seen them my entire time being up here, a long time, on 2 different stints. I'm on round 2 now. I've seen 2 wolves, both on the Alaska Highway and both at a distance. They'll make the hair stand up in the back of your neck when you see them. You'll know when you see a wolf because they don't look like a dog. They've always got their head down, like their noses are kind of bouncing off the pavement, and they're always looking up at you. It's just like, oh, cool. They're such cool creatures. And then they just lope off and they're gone and you don't see them again. They rarely expose themselves to human beings. Unlike a bear. I mean, bears are scared of humans too, but bears aren't. Bears will wander right in front of you, look at you, have a crap, and then wander off. They're crazy. Here's the eternal bog to our right. There's another yellow sign. Yeah, it says don't go down there. Oh, it does say go down there. You got to be nuts. I've been down there. That's Stuck City. This part is the worst part of the Trans-Canada Trail that you'll ever see. It goes behind the Whiter's Dump. And it's an embarrassing part of the trail, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. I suppose I should come up here with a garbage bag and pick up some garbage and throw it back over the fence, but I'll have to think about that. Great place to see eagles. Big golden eagles. The black and white eagles, the birds of prey. They like to come up here and hang out on the fence looking for McDonald's French fries that are deposited in bags or whatever else they can find. They're always harassed by the crow or the ravens and the smaller birds, but they don't. I'm sure they only tolerate harassment so much. They are big, beautiful birds. Oh, look at this trail, this hard packed clay. It is just to die for. Perfect training ground. Yeah, you can see it starts to get messy here. It's like 150 feet of garbage. It's the plastic, and more plastic blowing out from the dump. It's just gross. Like, I don't even know if I could pick all this up. Like, it's beyond my capacity. My apologies for this short stint, but I'm not going to hide. And then whitehorse now, they don't recycle glass. They never really have recycled metal. The metal you have to pay to get it taken away. So all of our recycling has to go 2,500 kilometers to Vancouver in the back of a semi. Recycling in the north is an issue. Like they say in Nunavik, if you want new furniture, just go down to the dump. Now the stabilization on the GoPro works really well, but every now and then you're going to see a little bit of a bump. It's too much for even the camera because I have it attached to the handlebars. Oh look, a stop sign in the middle of frickin' nowhere. I've been on all these trails and we're going to go to the right. You can see it really opens up. It's a road. Yeah, this is Eagle. I can't remember what they called it now. Eagle something. Used to be, years ago, the Whitehorse landfill. This used to be the garbage dump. So you can see all the metal here. We'll ride by this metal. This is a metal dump. And this must say, of course, anyone entering dump area do so at their own risk. This is the old dump and it's risky. It's got shit everywhere, as you can see. Just people still come up here. People drive all the way up here in the 4x4, 6 kilometer rough, ugly ride to throw garbage out instead of going to the dump because they're too cheap to pay 10 bucks. And our dump is extremely cost effective. You can load your pickup up and it's $15. As long as you got no hazmat. I mean, it's very cost effective, but people will drive. Oh, this is tricky for the noobs. How can you not be in love with enduro riding in the Yukon? Because it is just so, and you can go out of town, quite a ways out of town, and you're gonna find trails just like this that have a little more sand, a little less rock. But that's what we have up here. Everything. Gravel, rock, sand. What we're actually going to be seeing is the Coal Haul Road. There used to be a coal mine up further up here, like another 10-20 kilometers. My niece and I have done this trail, and maybe I'll throw some of that footage in. And we actually went out one day and we rode this route and we went 42 kilometers. She's got her little mini bike, her little Yamaha 80 or 100, whatever it is. Now we're going to have a splash of civilization, and we're going to be riding for kilometers behind many of the bigger subdivisions in Whitehorse. Because that's what this does. There's trails that connect to every subdivision off of the Trans-Canada Trail. So if you're living in Wolf Creek, you can get on your quad, go back down the trail, and you're on the Trans-Canada Trail. Now what we're doing here is crossing Fish Lake Road. That's Fish Lake Road there, goes down to the highway, the Alaska Highway, and that goes up to Fish Lake, Jackson Lake. It's a, I don't know, a 12 kilometer ride or something. Tremendous, the pavement ends right here. You see it there? Pavement ends. Tiny bit of like chip seal, and then it becomes perfect Dempster Prudhoe Bay type training, gravel road training, because it's soft. The biggest thing about the Dempster that I found that will challenge new people is the sides. The side of the road, like to the right, is gravel, but it's softer, very soft, and it actually sucks you in, and the more you get into it, the more it takes you over to that 12-foot bank. You'll just have to give me a sec here. They've been, what have they been doing here? Somebody's been trying to 4x4 here. That's one of my favorite. Oh, they're trying to take their 4x4s up there. I don't mind the quads and stuff, but the big 4x4s, fuck, piss off. Okay, riding your 4x4s up there, you just chew the shit out of everything. This place is the 4x4, and that ain't one of them. So now we're back on, here we are, see? Whitehorse, Copper Trail. Oh, the Copper Hall. There's the Coal Hall Road, Copper Hall Road. Up to the Blue Ponds. And I got a video on the Blue Ponds. And there's horses, skiing, hiking, bicycles, skidoos. Use at your own risk. And here's your map. Copper Trail is that way, Wolf Creek's that way, Fish Lake, Mount McIntyre Road, Jackson Lake is the other way. They usually have doggy bags. Klondike Snowmobile Association, Signage Legend, Trans-Canada Trail, Loop Trail, Destination One Way In Out, Urban Connector, some trail, non-motorized. Yes, there's some trails I've tried to get on and they're extremely rugged and they say not to ride on them anyways. And of course they have just little crap for tourists, I guess, to read about the plants that you can look at, eat, and perhaps smoke some of them. This is Canada. If it's a plant, Canadians will probably at this time be trying to smoke it. Let's go down the Trans-Canada Trail. Oh, they're trying to stop us from going in here because it's getting worse. Yeah, somebody's gonna fall through there. What they should do is actually fix it. And they're trying.